All right. Coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, fellas, it's on you. Have a good show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello again, and welcome to another installment of Thunder Thursdays with 10th Floor Crew. I'm the guy today. We're supposed to have Vonnie Flay in here, but Vonnie Flay couldn't make it. So we got 10th Floor Ty here with Mehki Clemons. First of all, Mehki Clemons, thank you for coming. I appreciate you very much. Would you take a minute to introduce yourself? Let people know a little bit more about who you are.
All right. Thank you for having me. My name is Mehki Clemons from Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. It's a little bit outside of Philly. Went to Perkins Valley High School. Went to Rosemont College after that. Played basketball, all 8 years. Played professional for the Norristown Knights for 2 years after that. So 2018, 2020. Coronavirus came. Now I'm on the Effort of Thunder, or the Red Rose Thunder, I'm sorry.
Right. So you basically gave us an explanation of how you got to the Red Rose Thunder, but I'd like to know what made you choose the Red Rose Thunder. Were there any other options you had exercised that brought you here as a secondary choice, or was this something that you were like, you were already living your life, working, and you were like, I still want to hoop, and this kind of just worked out for you?
Yeah, so my guy on the team is the point guard, Demetrius Davenport. He was basically like the connect for me to get over there, so he's the main person.
Oh, so he gets a GM credit?
Yeah, definitely a GM credit. UFO GM credit for sure.
Oh, that's what's up, because I know having you on the team, from what I've seen from your performance, I mean, you're a shifty guard, man. You're great with the basketball. So, I mean, he obviously knows how to recruit talent. And the fact that he's a guard recruiting other guards has to say he's a little humble as well.
Yeah, for sure. He I've been playing with him since the Norristown Knights. He's very shifty as well, so we on the court together, me and him, and plus everybody else it's a good thing to see.
Yeah, the one thing from that one statement, the one thing I've noticed from you guys is you guys are a real team. You guys really have a lot of love and respect for each other. I mean, no one really has accepted all the acclaim that I give. I mean, because when I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to you, but you guys always give that back to your teammates. And I got to tell you, at this level, that's got to be something that's helping you guys be successful.
Yeah, we definitely care for each other. So it's all of us or none of us. So that's how we work.
How would you compare your experience on the Red Rose Thunder to your experience on the Norristown Knights?
Experience-wise, so I was kind of like new to the whole pro stuff after college. So I was kind of nervous coming into the Norristown Knights, kind of nervous. But as I played, got more comfortable, it was just basketball at the end of the day. So coming here, seeing this, it's like I'm with a bunch of other people who kind of think the same. It's basketball. We're a team. We're a little bit older. So, we no arguing, no fussing. We just together.
That's probably one of the biggest issues at this level, right? Or at any level of basketball with grown men and egos, dealing with those battles without them becoming a device.
Right. And one thing I want to say is our coach being a female is I think that speaks a lot to how we interact with each other. We see a female as the coach, we're just like, it's just like it's different, honestly. It's different. I never had a female coach before. It's awesome. So
Does it set a different tone for you guys as players?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Does that set a different tone for you guys as players having a female coach?
I think a little bit. I think we just want to play harder. We want to listen to the coach, obviously, but just I really can't put my thumb on it, but it's just different having a female coach. It's very it's like I feel like we're even all more together because of that. So
do you feel like that humbles you guys a little bit?
I think humbles me. I don't want to speak for my teammates, but yeah, that humbles me.
That's dope. That's dope. You can acknowledge that, man. That's a really great.
For sure.
And the fact that you feel like it helps you and you don't see having a female coach as a detriment is something that you guys should really start speaking to more publicly.
For sure.
Like, if that's something that, as a father of girls, I'm saying, like,
yeah,
I need to prop them up as much as possible. So I would love to hear that conversation and hear that kind of dialogue on a more consistent level from you guys, because that's something that nobody has really addressed yet in any of our conversations. So that's really, really interesting.
For sure.
Let's get into the season. So far this season, how many games have you played personally? I know you're coming back from injury.
I've only really played in one. like I played in one for like a couple seconds, but I had an injury and I shouldn't have played. And yeah, I played in one full game.
Okay. And how do you feel like the team has performed up until then, up until your return?
It's been like watching them play is like so fun to watch. Like, and I haven't really been out of basketball for an injury before. So looking at basketball from this perspective was different. And looking at the team, it's like it was a lot of action. It was fun to watch. It's just a lot of action.
You genuinely like your teammates, man. That is inspiring to me. You genuinely like your teammates. You like them as basketball players, and it sounds like you really like them as people. So this being your first good performance, last week, 21-5-5 at any level, 21-5-5 is doing business on the basketball court. So let me commend you for that. How do you feel coming back?
I felt so good coming back. That first half, I was so excited to get in. If you watched it, you saw me get stops, bringing high intensity, high energy. I can't even explain how excited I was to get back in. Been itching for the past month and a half. So
how do you feel like your teammates responded to you on the court?
Oh, open arms. It was all love. Ann Jenkins showed me love. Everybody showed me love, but specifically Ann Jenkins showed me a lot of love. Coach obviously did, Lucas, a couple other people here and there. So yeah, it was very nice to come back.
Unfortunately, you guys didn't come away with the victory. What do you feel like hindered you guys from defeating the Philadelphia team last week?
I think
no self-analysis.
I think the first two quarters, I think we had them. If we would have played the last two quarters like how we did the first two, I think we would have obviously brought that win. Just playing a complete game, limiting the turnovers, foul shots as well. So it's nothing that is out of our hands, out of our reach.
You lost by 8. So that's definitely probably 2 turnovers in the end of the game, and free throws.
Couple free throws, right?
That's how you lose a basketball game by 8 points, honestly.
Yeah. So
that's great. You have that self-awareness. Do you have that dialogue with the coach to be able to address that issue for the next game?
For sure. I remember one of the things that was said in the group chat was that one of the things that we could do better is on defense is to just stay grounded, stay on the ground sometimes when players come into the lane. We don't want to give the refs any chance to call a foul. So just wall up, be big, let the offensive player do whatever he does, and then next play.
And you gave that information to the coach, and you expect her to implement that in practice.
Yeah, correct. And practice through film session, anything like that.
And I haven't actually. So how often do you guys do film session?
We do film every Thursday. Thursday 8.
Okay.
30.
Okay, that's dope. I didn't know that you guys were. I don't mean to insult you, but film is a serious to me as a coach.
Sure. Yeah.
So if we're sitting down doing film, that means everybody here is taking this serious.
Yeah, for sure.
That's super dope that you film. What's the one thing you feel like you took away from the last game on the film, as opposed to, aside from not stand on your feet in the paint?
For me myself, I took away. Well, I kind of already said it. Playing the full game, I feel like I just played the first half, and then the second half I got kind of not complacent but passive.
Is that a matter of being out of shape? Game ready?
I'm game ready every time I step on the court. I'm ready to die. I'm ready to dive on the ground, all that. So I'm ready to, leave it out there. But as a team, I think it's just the way we progressed as a team, like throughout the game. So just sticking together, even though we do that, but sticking together, just keeping on doing the things that we know that we should do to win the game. So keep to our plan, basically.
Got you. So the one thing you would say is you guys got to be more consistent for 4 quarters, right? You guys open up well, and that's something that you guys tend to regularly do, right? You regularly open up your games well. I don't know, I would say the games I've seen, you guys let teams back in games when you don't have to, right? You guys haven't really have the closer finishing mentality. You guys win a lot of games, but you end up squeaking out games you should dominate.
Right. We make games too close at times. And we just got like I said, play that full game. Don't let teams come back. Keep going forward.
All right, so going forward on your next game, who you got this Saturday?
Yeah, Hub City Hogs we play.
Also, wait, recognize this Saturday is Fan Appreciation Day. Make sure you show up, bring your $10, support your local athletes, man. You got to understand when you have pros in your town, you got to acknowledge them and pay homage, because otherwise your pros are going to leave.
Can I say something real quick?
Absolutely, man. It's your platform too.
And we're not just pros at the end of the day. We grown men, but we want to give you guys a show as well. So, come out and you guys are going to see some stuff that you guys like and that you're going to come back again for.
So let's talk about your game this Saturday. Who are you guys playing?
We played the Hub City Hogs.
Hub City Hogs, you played them yet this season?
We did not play them yet this season.
Okay, do you have, I know you played in this league before. Do you have any previous experience with the Hub City Hawks, their style of play?
I've seen them in the ABA maybe like a couple years ago. I've seen their name. I'm not sure too much about them. I did hear that they play a complete game. That's one thing I did hear. So we definitely got a challenge.
Well, both sides of the court, 4 quarters.
Yeah. Yep. Other than that, though, we do have a phone session tonight, so we're gonna run down everything about them tonight.
Okay, what's your favorite offensive set that you guys run, if you don't mind me asking?
Favorite set?
Or let me get your favorite play to score off of.
My favorite plays to score off of. I mean, our five is cool. A play call 5. I'm not gonna get into it. Like I'm not gonna tell you. I don't want to give out any secrets. Our play call 5, I like to run because it's everybody's moving around. Nobody's standing still doing one thing. You're doing a bunch of things to get somebody else open. So
you're obviously the consummate team player. I like the way that you talk. I love your the choice of words you're using during this conversation. There's a lot of indication that you definitely are a team first guy. So let's get into some major NBA stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so LeBron or Jordan?
LeBron. You need an explanation? I give you an explanation too.
Give me a quick 2 sentences on why.
I just choose Bron because I see more out of him. I see more passing, particularly passing the ball and stats wise.
Okay, Luka or Zion?
Right now?
Right now.
I'm going with Zion right now.
Zion right now?
He's right now, yeah. Luka, obviously, to me, when I watch both of them play, Luka is obviously the better all-around player. But right now, Zion was either tied or passed Shaq for the most. I was watching last night. It was some crazy stat. He had a 20-game series of scoring however many points, but I like Zion right now.
All right, better scorer, James Harden or Steph Curry?
James Harden.
James Harden. See, I've been having this argument with people lately. I think James Harden is the best scorer we've ever seen. Everybody's. I honestly do. And I mean that sincerely.
Yeah.
So, would you agree or disagree that he's the best scorer ever?
Best scorer ever. I wouldn't.
Simply scoring. I'm not asking for anything else. I don't want simply scoring.
Yeah. I cannot argue that at all. I can't argue that at all. I wouldn't argue. In high school, I had his number and his last name on my shoes, and I had Bron. So, that's my guy.
Oh, so you're a huge Harden fan. What's your favorite James Harden move?
Favorite James Harden move I like seeing him do is probably that patented just step back from the 3.
Yo, I love his contact Euro steps, man. I love the way he uses that thing because nobody else has that body type. And seeing somebody perform like the one thing I say about James Harden is he's letting everybody know you can play ball.
Right.
You don't got to be huge. You don't got to be super fast. Yo, if you can work on his handle and his jump shot, you can be great at this game. Mm-hmm. And he's basically a fat dude.
He's basically fat. That's what I be saying.
He's basically a fat dude. And this is one of the things I think people are underappreciating about his body type. Like him being so strong really benefits him on the court.
Mm-hmm.
So better point guard, John Stockton or Chris Paul?
I'm gonna go John Stockton. God.
Stockton? Even though you had Carmelo?
Yeah, I still go Stockton. I mean, Paul didn't really have a Hall of Fame center, did he? Did he?
Nah, never, not consistently. I mean, he had Tyson Chandler, who may go to the Hall of Fame for being a high school player, but DeAndre Jordan won't be a Hall of Famer. Maybe Blake Griffin, but
I gotta see more from CP, but he's already out. Like,
I gotta see more from CP.
I gotta see more. Like, I gotta see some. Russell Westbrook gave me a triple double for 3 years. So
I guess you're right. You can't really argue with that one. So how do you feel about stats versus wins? I know wins are always more important, but if you can would you rather get stats and win or win no matter what?
I'm a team player, so I'm gonna go.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm gonna go with wins. I could score. I had 0 points. I had 0 points in my championship game in high school. I started my junior year and all that. I had 0 points and 4 rebounds, but I was probably one of the happiest people that we won the chip.
So what do you take more pride in on the court? Good assists or taking the charge?
Oh man, those are like 1 and 2 to me, but I like taking charges.
What are team player moves?
The charge for sure.
Why?
Because like you can get somebody to pass the ball, but in my experience of playing basketball, it's hard to get people to take charges. It's hard. So
would you say you take pride on your defense?
For sure. For sure.
Is that a staple of your game?
That's
I know you got a few very good defenders.
Mm-hmm.
A few very good. I know Christo's great, and X is they're tremendous switch defenders.
Yep.
So I mean, even Meach is a great on-ball defender. Even George in the half court, I think George is really, really good. I think when he comes above the half court, he kind of makes himself a little vulnerable. But I think in the half court defense, I think he does a really, really great job. So I mean, what about your style of play can you add to the defense?
Oh my God, yes. The defense is my, like you mentioned Christo, you mentioned X. Hopefully in like 3 or 4 games, when you're talking about the defensive players, you say Mehki, Christo, X. So defense to me that's how I basically grew up playing basketball, is learning defense first. So defense turns into offense.
I mean, that excites me as somebody who, I mean, I was a defensive player for football all through college. So I like to see guys get gritty, be physical, and, accept the challenge of the best player. Because you guys had a bull a couple weeks ago. He went off on you. Like, I forgot.
Yeah.
Number 24, you hit like 10 threes or something like that. Had like 40 something on y'all. Yeah. So I would love to see that.
I marked that game on the calendar though.
What's that next game? I think we're at that game.
It's in Massachusetts.
No, we're not at that game. I really want to see that get back game.
I got you.
See that get back game. So make sure y'all posting that on the Facebook page. Let's get to some more modern basketball questions. Who you like in the league today?
Who I like in the league?
Your favorite team?
Say again.
Favorite team?
Favorite team? I'm gonna go with the Sixers. Go with the Sixers guy.
Philly guy. What should I have expected?
Yeah. Sixers.
Who's your favorite Sixer?
Right now, favorite Sixer. I'm gonna just go with Embiid.
I thought somebody like you would have said Matisse Thybulle or something.
Nah, I'm not. Nah, but
or, like Danny Green. You know what I'm saying, like one of those specialist dudes with heavy on the defense.
I do. I like dominance. So I think Embiid, he covers that arena. So
I like that. I like that statement. I like dominance. That's something you don't hear a lot of people say. Yeah. I like dominance. That's you would think a good brother. I love the way you put it together right now. So do you think the Sixers have a chance to win the championship this year?
For sure. Being first in their conference, I think they have a chance.
Staying healthy, everything, all of that. But you think they can beat the Nets? Realistically speaking, or not aspirational, but realistically speaking?
Realistically, do I think they can beat the Nets with their big 3 on the floor, or a big 4 or 5?
Everybody healthy, yeah. Everybody healthy. Can the Sixers beat the Nets in a 7-game series?
I don't like it on paper. But I'm
okay.
So
as a basketball fan and analyst, right? What would it take for the Sixers to beat the Nets?
After everybody being healthy,
of course,
they just gotta. I do think that they gotta add a player to compete with the star power that the Nets.
After the trade deadline.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I gotta go back to the books.
It's gonna be a tall ask, man. I think the only way they beat them is if they can get the Nets big men in foul trouble, because they're not deep. As far as frontline defenders, right? They've got one frontline defender for Embiid. If he gets DeAndre Jordan in foul trouble consistently, and they got to play small, I think that's the best way to beat them. Although that's probably the best way for the Nets to play.
Without, right. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
Right, but I think thinking just speculating now, I think the best way for them to beat them would be, pound it into Embiid a lot, make them switch, use them in a lot of screening situations where you can create a lot of foul trouble, and try to get DeAndre Jordan out the game and then maximize on the paint, because you're not going to outshoot.
Right, I like
You're
that.
not gonna outshoot him, even if Seth Curry's shooting his brains out. Listen, even if y'all got Ben Simmons to make 3 threes, y'all still not going to outshoot the Nets.
Right. I seen it yesterday. Kyrie Irving was killing it yesterday. Killing the Pelicans. So, yeah.
I mean, I think they're saying it's the best offense we've ever seen, and I kind of agree with it. I'm waiting to see what the efficiency looks like at the end of the season, because I feel like these guys are going to end up taking a lot of shots.
Yeah, right. Hopefully
they'll take a lot of shots. And I mean, that doesn't feel efficient to me, but you also have probably the most efficient player of all time in Kevin Durant, right? So it puts them in a really, really great situation going forward. We're actually about to wrap up. If you want to drop them your Facebook, your IG, whatever, however they can get in contact with you and locate you on social media and show you some love.
Yeah, catch me on Facebook, Mehki Clemons, and Instagram is UFO Buckets 13. I just changed it. UFO Buckets 13 _.
UFO Buckets 13. You got an IG?
That's the IG. That's the
IG. Twitter?
Nah, no Twitter.
No Twitter, no Snap?
Nah.
No TikTok?
No, but I do watch it, but I don't post on it. I watch it though. It's funny.
Hey, man, I don't even watch TikTok. I'm like trying to resist it, but it looks like that's where everything is going now.
There it is, bro. You gotta get on it.
Everything's going. Like, it's super funny, it's actually got a lot of information on there. So I gotta get my journalists behind in there and try and find out what I can, man. I thank you, good brother Mehki Clemons. I will see you on Saturday at the game, because we're gonna be there covering it. Man, do your thing. I want to see that defense. First of all, as a defensive guy, I want to see that defense, and I want to see the way your team responds to you when you're on the court, because you guys have a really good chemistry from what I saw without you. And now the way you talk, adding a guy like you to the fold is really going to add a lot to the team on the floor and off. So I'm excited to see you play this Saturday, man. Good luck, and good luck rest of the way, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate you for having me. Have a good
day. Thank you, brother, man. Take good care of yourself, man.